I told you before how the temple dancer is deeply engaged with the Lord of the temple. So, in this piece, which is a Churnika and a Pallavi, she enters the temple in the morning and is getting ready to go inside the temple when she sees that the pujari is offering the first Naivedyam, like the breakfast for the Lord. So that's the time that she dances a very fast paced rhythm piece, which is Pallavi. Before that, she says that I'm offering different flowers to you. Kalhara, Amara Pushpa, Lotus, Lily, all these flowers I have brought for you, O Lord. And we also worship you with golden petals, with jewels. O great Lord, please protect us. So, Churnika, a floral offering, is followed by a Pallavi. The third piece is Shivasanandaram, dedicated to the Lord of Chidambaram. Shiva is popularly known as the Lord of Destruction, and many children are scared of him because he dresses in a weird manner, snakes all around, and tiger skin, and so he is little intimidating. So this small child comes to the devotee and says, "I am very scared of Shiva." But the devotee explains how Shiva is so benevolent. He takes everybody's sorrows. He takes our ego, which comes like an elephant. He takes away our anger, which comes like a tiger. And you go and talk to elders, most of them don't listen to you. But if you go and talk to Shiva, he is very calmly listen to you. Very lovingly he'll listen to you. And who is his consort? Parvati, Annapurna Devi, who is very, very loving, very compassionate like Shiva. So she takes the small child to Parvati. She gives prasadam to this little kid and tells him, "Very good, talk to Shiva, he'll listen to you." And this child, who's actually scared, slowly goes to Shiva, who lovingly embraces him, listens to him, and gives whatever he desires. Shiva Sarandaram.
धीमी 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 तरी तरी
The last composition is Ruhi Mukundeti. It is like a bhajana. Now, in the festive season, you see many processions. People who go inside the temple, they worship the Lord, but Lord also comes out of the temple on a palanquin. It's a very, very popular practice across the country. So, in this composition, the palaki is coming carrying Krishna and Radha. So, this devotee, she is so much in love with Krishna, she calls everybody, small child, elderly woman, all of us, they come together to worship Krishna. And she nicely describes him, the one with peacock feather, the one wearing kasturi malai, and when he plays his flute, not only mortals like gopis and gopas or animals, but Brahma comes and listens to Krishna. Shiva comes and listens to Krishna. He's so special. His music is so very soothing. Any time you listen to his flute, you know what will happen? All your troubles will go away. And you know Radha. Radha comes and she gets a little angry. She says, "You're playing for everybody, you're not playing for me." So Krishna says, "Okay, I'll ask everybody to. I'll play for you." So she says, "No, it's okay. Even if you talk to me, it's fine. I just want to listen to you." That is the kind of beautiful relationship of Krishna and Radha, like how you talk to your friends. So this composition, Bruhi Mukundeti, is a wonderful, joyous composition dedicated to our lovable God, Krishna.
Over to you, Naina.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Indeed, that was a lovely and incredible performance. Now, I would like to request Purva Dhanashree, ma'am, to interact with our friends and clarify their queries.
Ma'am, you have received so many awards for so many excellence. Out of all, share one of the best performance you have ever put on.
One second. There was a technical glitch. Sorry, can you please repeat the question?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, you have received so many awards for so many excellence. Out of all, share one of the best performance you have ever put on.
Which has been the best performance?
Yes, ma'am.
For an artist, it's very, very difficult to pick up one best from every performance because every performance gives something very special to both the artist
and the audience. So my effort is to give my best in every kacheri, and the best is, I think, yet to come. But there have been very memorable moments when audience come and tell us that how moved they are, how dance has really given them so much joy. Their children, especially in Spikmeke, the children who are filled with so much of excitement and the will to learn this dance form, and they come after the performance and they say that we also want to become a dancer, we also want to learn it. It's so graceful, it's so colorful, you do so many things with your face. So that kind of feedback when an artist gets from the audience, especially children, that's very gratifying. So it's difficult for me to pick up just one performance which is like the best. I'm just thinking, I've never thought like that. It's like asking any actor which is your one best movie. I'm sure none of the actors are able to do that, because every the beauty of classical dance is every performance is different, in the sense that we create stories on the spot, we meet different people for the first time, and especially in education institutions there's so many students that we meet. It's like sometimes in sabhas the gatherings are small, but in schools, colleges, it's a huge gathering, and the energy that we get as artists is something very, very special. So I would say that every performance, every venue is very, very important, very, very it's a learning experience for artists. It's just because we are dancing, you are watching, doesn't mean that it's only we who are giving. We take a lot from the audience, but still, if I have to pick one, there was this performance in Banaras, and I was doing this bhajanam, bhajana sukhara, charan charan, the Surdas bhajan on Rama, bhajamana Rama charan sukhadai. So as I was dancing, a devotee came from the audience with haram and completely moved, crying and so much emotionally charged. And I didn't know what to do. I just stand there with a lot of devotion, and he put the malai and he also touched my feet. Now at that time, as an artist, I felt very, very overwhelmed, deeply grateful. It's not that he was touching my feet, he was touching the feet of a devotee expressing his feeling for another devotee. But that moment for me is something which I'll always carry with myself. It's something very, very special. When we as artists are able to communicate so much, and the audience, they feel it in their bones, they feel it in their mind, and they also dance with us. This person was also dancing and singing with us. That's why he felt so charged and he came with that malay. So that performance in Banaras is something very, very special for me. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
So I would like to, if there are no more questions, I didn't see your text. Okay. So I would like to ask the children, what is it that you like about classical dances? You've seen so many dances. What is it that you like? Maybe 1 or 2 points. What is it that you don't like or find a little difficult? Because it's an interactive session, I thought let me also ask a question. Can you hear me? Am I audible? Oh, there is. Okay, I can even type the question for you. What is it about?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Those who would like to, those who would like to reply back, you can unmute your mic and interact with ma'am.
Like, got those two words.
Or you can raise your hand. We will unmute you. Yes, Shanmadi, you have raised your hand.
Yes, Shanmadi.
Yes, ma'am. I like the performance when there is a theme, ma'am. So in each and every classical dance, there is a theme for the dance. So I love it, and the emotions, the facial expression they show. So in a dance, that is really very important, and every dancer will have it. So they show the main emotion for the audience. What they're trying to say, they show it through emotion, so that is really good. And it's
Okay, so you made 2 points. One is it that the theme that they choose.
the theme dance.
Okay, the theme of the dance you like very much, and also the different emotions that they depict on stage with expressions, with facial expressions. Okay, and is there something that you find difficult or different or?
No, ma'am. Everything is good.
Okay. Yes, Varupa.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I actually have a question, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, during school days, what was your ambition, ma'am?
It kept changing actually. Because during school days, I was quite influential about, influenced by my peer group and whatever I saw around me. And mostly they were artists who surrounded me. So sometimes I'll say I'll become a writer. Then painting is very creative. I'll become a singer. So whatever it was that influenced me, but slowly I realized that my calling is in a creative field. Something which helps me rediscover myself, something which helps me to express myself freely, be it writing. I used to write a lot. I was the editor of the school magazine. So I always thought that I will choose a profession which allows me to express myself in a creative manner, and a profession which will help me connect to society very deeply. You know, so right from the beginning, I was drawn towards arts, multiple forms of arts. I loved writing, I loved dancing and music. And education was also something which was very, very exciting, because education, the field of education, is where you influence young minds. You interact with students, you show them the world around them through the lenses of different fields of knowledge. And I've always found this teacher-student relationship very, very special. So I wanted to be an artist, or I wanted to get into the field of education. I think I would have loved to become a teacher. Now I miss that. I want to go back to school and teach. But I'm happy that I am doing it through platforms like SpeakMake. Yes.
Yeah, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Was another hand which we Dhanashree. Oh, my common name. Yes, Dhanashree.
Ma'am, even I'm having a question for you.
Yes.
Ma'am, have you chosen this profession on your own, or already your parents are professionals in this field? Whether that has created impact to become a dance performer for you?
Okay. What was the first part of the question?
Ma'am, it is, have you chosen this profession on your own?
Okay. Have I chosen this profession on my own, or have I been influenced by my parents?
Yes.
It has been both. Like I said, I'm born in the family of artists, and my father is from literature background. He was in Doordarshan, and he produced programs where different writers were brought and interviewed, books were reviewed, there were panel discussions. So he was from literature background. My mother is from dance and music background. She herself is a very senior dancer. And because she went into Doordarshan, she specialized in making music and dance, classical music and dance, programs. So these two are very strong influences on me, but they never forced me to become an artist. They exposed me to all the subjects which they liked. They encouraged me to be very, very creative. I have to share this with you. Like I told Swarupa or Shanmadi, yeah, I wanted to choose something which helps me to express creatively. So when I was a child, there was this essay given to, the topic of the essay was my pet. And I wrote on elephant and I got a 0. Because according to the standards of my teacher, an elephant cannot be a pet. It has to be either a cat or a dog. So I was very, very hurt, and I said, and I drew very, very long, wrote a very long essay, what all I do with my elephant. I make him dance, I sing with him, we go to play, everything that a child does, he imagines this companion to be doing everything that he does. And I got a 0. How can an elephant write? How can an elephant play? Certainly can't dance. So, but my father, when he saw the essay, he did not say, what have you written? What is this nonsense? You should have written what your teacher says. No. My father encouraged me to be original. In fact, he used to tell me stories also about different animals who take on roles, and very educated, like how we have Amar Chitra Katha, how we have Panchatantra. So through animals, he taught me many, many lessons of life. And that way, both parents were very, very encouraging of who I am. Of course, it's not that just because they're encouraging, they'll allow me to do anything and everything. Whenever I made a mistake also, they told me it's wrong. In the name of creativity, you just can't do anything. You have to be responsible. I am creative. I don't want to go to school. Nahi chalta. Not happening. So you have to be very responsibly creative and very creatively responsible. Both. So that sense of responsibility is something that my parents encouraged and taught. So my choices were guided by them, but not completely influenced or pressurized by them. So that way they were like a very protective and encouraging parents. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, Shanmadi.
Ma'am, I have a question.
Okay.
When did you decide to make dance your professional career?
When did I decide to make dance a professional career? I think okay, just 1 second. When I was in class 5th. Okay. So when I was in class 5th, I was given this role of young Meera in a dance ballet. And I had to miss few classes, but my entire class helped me to catch up with the syllabus. My teachers were very encouraging. And I realized how important dance and music are in my growth as a person. And I thought, okay, whatever I do, I have to incorporate dance and music into it. I didn't decide to be an artist full time. But like I said, I wanted to get into education, and journalism is also something that I have done. I used to write for Hindu and also Statesman. So art was something that was a very conscious choice, but to fully become a dancer 24/7 was when I took Vilasininatyam. That was because it became like a mission of my life. Vilasininatyam, many of you are seeing it, maybe all of you are seeing it for the first time. So this is this young child who needs a lot of encouragement. Young child, I'm saying, like Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi, very well-known dance forms. I'm sure you have seen most of them. Kuchipudi, Vilasininatyam is a dance form which needs more viewing. need to perform more. We have to talk more about it, because like other dance forms, this has also been really practiced with a lot of hard work. So once I got into Vilasini, slowly I realized that I have to give my entire self to this art form. I have to dedicate myself to it. I have to promote it. I have to talk about it. And then it became the mission of my life.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, I'm in grade 8 now. I like Bharatanatyam so much, and I wish which will be the right age for me to decide dance for as a profession.
Okay. You like Bharatanatyam a lot, and which age is when you decide that you have to take it up as a profession? That's the question. Okay. So I teach also. I teach both Bharatanatyam and Vilasini, and this is a question which many children, especially parents, ask me. Okay. So first of all, I do recommend that you finish your basic education. Okay. You take your basic education very seriously, and if you love the academic side of your dance, completely get into that. Like Kalakshetra is an institution, you love Bharatanatyam. Kalakshetra is a place which really trains you in many disciplines of the art form, not just the dance. They give you music, they give you art history, they teach you lighting, makeup, stage dynamics, video editing, every aspect of classical dance form that is required to make a presentation. And not just Kalakshetra, there are many institutions like that. Now, once you feel that, okay, this is art is what, like I told you, when I started Vilasini, that was when I said I have to give myself completely. In fact, MA Sociology also I did because of Vilasini. I wanted to understand dance from a sociological point of view. So I did my master's in sociology for dance. So whatever decision I took in life was because of my dancing. Now that is something which age I cannot say, okay, in 18 you will know. 16, there are children at the age of 11, they know what they want to do. And there are adults who don't even know what they want to do till they are 30. So ideal age madri kadiyadu. You have to see, what, first of all, you have to realize what is your true potential. What is it that gives you happiness? What is it that really allows you to be yourself in a complete manner? If you're studying a subject which you hate, then that is not your profession. If dance is something that gives you immense joy, if dance is something which empowers you, if it allows you to express yourself completely, truly, beautifully, fearlessly, go for it. If it is engineering, go for it. And there are people who have studied engineering, they have come back to arts because they realize koncham later that, okay, dance is something that I want to do full time. So lot will happen in your life which will keep giving you signals what gives you happiness. But like I said, sense of responsibility. You just can't say, I don't care about anybody, this is what I want to do. You have to see how you have to make your dream come true. Adhika konjam, you have to step back and see at your interests. Enna interest in the what is serving me the best, where I can express myself, what gives me joy, and will I be able to responsibly take it forward. If dance gives you all these answers, there are many institutions now which will equip you not only as a only in dancing, but allied subjects of dance. That you take it up and then there is no stopping. Nowadays, because whatever said and done, because of online medium, because of videography in dance, and there's so much that is happening in dance also. It's not just performance anymore. You can go into dance scholarship. You can do PhD in dance. You can take dance lighting as your specialization. You can take dance writing as your specialization. Comparing, video editing, camera work. so many ways dancers are now, packaging their art. Art packaging has become very important now. Ipo Instagram la neenga paakreenga, you have Instagram accounts, you have Facebook, you have so many platforms in social media in which dances, if you see, they very creatively they record their dance. Have you seen it? They'll make 2 minutes videos. They will go in the outdoors or close up lane, that they'll go into a mid shot and a long shot. So dance photography, dance videography, those are also the subjects that are coming up. So you have to slowly understand if dancing in the body as a performer, what gives you happiness, go for it. If you want to reinvent dance in combining 2-3 subjects, do that. But there is no specific age where I can say 14 you will know, 15 pakka you will know what you want to do. Appadi solla mudiyadhu. Like I said, for me it was when I was 21 when I finally thought, okay, this is what I need to do. I have to put myself on in the path of Vilasininatyam. So, and many other factors will come together to help you understand what is it that gives you happiness. That is the most important.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, my ambition in life is different. Also, I love dancing. Will it be possible for me to balance both?
Yeah, is that Himabindu who asked me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Your ambition in life is to do what?
My ambition is to become a doctor.
Doctor. Okay. And you want to continue dance?
Yes.
Right? So like I said, why can't you become a doctor? You can become a doctor who specializes in dance injuries, for example. I'm just combining both the fields. Like, for example, I don't know which which area of specialization you want. But, okay, there are 2 ways of looking at it. A doctor who has sensitivity, empathy, and lot of love, compassion. That kind of a doctor will certainly be very creative. And also, when you dance, you will heal yourself. The doctor is a very, very stressful profession. So doctors also have to heal and de-stress themselves, right? So you can combine both the medical profession and the dancing interest in a way that A, it heals you primarily. B, you can also organize occasions in your area. Like, for example, if you are working in a hospital, you can get artists there and interact with your patients. That is something I've really dreamt about. I hope it happens someday. Where dancers are also brought into the field of health, actively interacting with patients, using arts as a method of healing. See, when you listen to music, don't you sometimes feel so peaceful? You can just close your eyes and all your worries go away. Same way, somebody was telling me yesterday, watching dance is very meditative. So as a doctor, you can bring these 2 worlds together. You can organize interactive sessions between artists and patients. You yourself can also dance for your patients. Why not? Every time you don't have to keep writing prescriptions. You can have small gatherings of patients where you use dance as a medium of healing. That is number 2. Number 3 is that, of course, there are examples where dancers have done medical profession, left it and completely come into dancing. That's a personal choice. But I want doctors who are more sensitive. Artist doctors, Madri. So I gave you 2-3 methods where you can combine both the professions. And also sometimes you can, and there are like Chidambaram, Srinidhi Chidambaram ma'am. She's a very well-known doctor in Chennai. She balances both the professions. She is working in Apollo and she's a very well-known dancer in Chennai and internationally, and she's balancing it. If you want to take both the professions, that is something you can do. You can balance them and you can devote your time to your medicine field and also your art field. But what I was also trying to say is that you can combine both and create a new field. There's so many new subjects which have come up now. When I was in the school, and we never had psychology. Now you have psychology in school, you have sociology in school, I don't know, there's so many other fields. So like that, health sector and dance can come together and create something new for the patients, for their healing, for their recovery.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am, actually, I have another question for you. Ma'am,
Yeah.
would you like to just share any 3 positive things that one must possess as a Bharatanatyam dancer?
Can I share 3 what?
3 positive things, ma'am,
3 positive things
that one must possess as a Bharatanatyam dancer.
one must possess. Okay. I do Bharatanatyam and Vilasini, by the way. So today's presentation was of Vilasininatyam, but that doesn't really matter because these are the points which are common to all dance forms. 3 positive things that a Vilasininatyam dancer or a Bharatanatyam or a Kathak or Odissi, any dancer should have. Is that the question?
Right, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First, belief in oneself. Okay. Believe in yourself that as an artist, you are very special. You have taken up a profession which is difficult and demanding, which is very challenging, very time consuming, and sometimes it becomes very what should I say? It also sometimes becomes lonely as an artist because you have to create all the time. The process of creation sometimes can make you lonely because you have to give time to yourself. All the time you can't be with your friends. You need your me time. You need your isolation. You have to push like any profession for that matter. If you are mad about football, you have to make sacrifices. Same way as an artist, you have to make sacrifices. But to be positively making those sacrifices, believe in yourself. Point number 1, believe in yourself. Point number 2, hard work. There are no shortcuts. Really, you need to have the will to do a lot of hard work. And it's a physically demanding profession. You have to keep your body fit. And it's not just the body fit. You have to keep your mind and your spirit and your body fit, because there's no body without the mind. There's no mind without the body. So physical fitness, you have to keep fit. And point number 3 is that believe in the process. Don't always keep looking at the end result. What will I get out of it? What will I get out of it? No. Give yourself completely to your art and you will get 10 times more. So believe in yourself, keep your mind and body fit. And third thing is surrender to your subject. Surrender to your teacher. Surrender to your guide. And you will see wonders. You will see miracles happening in your life. That's what I have experienced personally.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, Dhanish.
Ma'am, having a question.
Yes.
How is this career useful and how is it important in our life if we choose this as our profession?
How is this career useful and how is it important?
Yeah, ma'am.
How is it useful? It will give you everything that you desire. Dhanashree. Okay, useful. Agar dekhna hai to it will give you financially, it will empower you creatively, it will empower you, it will connect you to so many people you'll never know, but still you will be able to connect to them through a very, very creative medium. Okay, why is it useful? It is useful for the health of the community and the country, because when you're dancing, and who set the themes? I think it was Shanmadi. Yeah, she said the themes that you take. What kind of themes that we take? We talk about love. We talk about compassion. We talk about removing of the first piece we did Vigna Vinashakara. We keep reiterating this. Let's remove the obstacles. Let's not fight with each other. Let's connect to each other with love. These kind of messages we are constantly giving. That is something you really need to hear all the time, especially in today's world, which is all the time ripping you apart, finding any reason to rip you apart. So these are the this is the profession, this is the dance language which brings people together, removes boundaries, tells them that how we are like each other, how we are similar, how we can help each other become a better nation. That's why it is useful. Agar, if I have to really say useful. And what was the second question? Why is it important?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Useful and important is because it allows people to be creative, especially in today's world, which is finding all methods to mechanize you. How many, we are from morning till night, we are on some gadget or the other. So this, and very less do we connect to our body. We do things that are connected to our mind and body together in a creative manner. So this is something which will really expand you as a person. It will give you many tools to not only connect to yourself, but to others as well. Point number one. Point number two, for your family, it will create a lot of positive energy around. Dance and music have that power to bring in a lot of positivity, because the kind of themes, the songs, the literature, the music that we engage with have that potential. Okay. Point number three, from individual, family, society. Now, if I am happy, my family is happy, I spread that happiness to society. Okay. And dance and music, such kind of arts, they bring people together. They don't create this me against you kind of a difference. And it is certainly, and the last point is, through these arts, your negatives are all the time being washed down. Like I showed in that Shiva Salam Daravu, we have anger, we have jealousy, we have possessiveness, we have this competitive spirit all the time. Sometimes it is necessary, yes. All the time, not required. So in these arts, we are constantly reminding ourselves, "Arey, it's okay. Let's live a simple life. Let's live joyfully." So like a reaffirmation again and again when you sing about it, when you dance about it, when you write about it, when you hear about it, that definitely affects your psyche. And nationwide, it will create a more better society which is more compassionate, inclusive, and more forward looking in a happy way. We need to become a happy nation. Yeah, so that way it is useful and relevant. Sumanji, namaste.
Namaste, Purva Dhanashree ji, mera pranam. I'm so happy that you are explaining each and everything so beautifully. I am also learning along with children. And thank you so much from all of our side. I have a small, you can say, question also to you.
हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ पहले आपकी सुनते हैं फिर स्वरूपा से पूछेंगे. She had her hand raised. हाँ जी बताइए सुमन जी, how can I
So,
answer.
we- uh, as we all know that Vilasini is a rare art form dance, and it is not so common like any other dance forms like Kathak, Bharatnatyam, Odissi, or Mohiniyattam. So, as you know, that Spikmek is always, surviving, supporting the rare art forms also. So, as a dancer, what do you think that how we can support it more beautifully and give it to our youth the Vilasini art form in the same way? So what do you think we should keep those things in mind, and we'll make it very common for all our children, because it's a beautiful art form. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for asking this question. Um, this is a rare art form, yes. And whatever is in lesson number, which is, I won't say it's an extinct dance form, but certainly it needs more and more practitioners. Like a language expands or survives when many people speak it, many people write in it. Same way Vilasini. I would be very happy if more and more students learn this dance form. If there can be workshops, or if and I teach both online and offline. So if there are students interested, then I would like to teach them. That's the best method of taking a tradition forward, Sumanji, hai na? So I would hope that more and more students get encouraged to learn this. Like, it became um, a mission for me. I hope others also take it up, and I am very happy to teach it in whichever format, like offline or online. And if SpeakMake becomes that via media to connect to different education, like how we are doing now, and if we can take physical classes as well through the platform of SpeakMake, I'll be very, very grateful. If students get encouraged and they take it up forward, I'll be very happy. Yes.
Thank you so much for a wonderful answer.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
Yes.
having a question.
Hmm.
Ma'am, what do you consider to be the most important traits as a dancer, ma'am?
Oh, I already answered that. Positive things that a dancer should have. What are the most important things? Let me quickly say. First of all, focus, commitment, a good mind, body, and where is she? Where is she gone? Ah, Swarupa. A body, healthy body, first of all. Second, focus. Third, commitment. Fourth, the will to take it up in a very serious manner. Be responsible. Like, see, it's not just dance, it's any subject. Any subject that you like. If you like mathematics, what is it that what should you possess? You have to be hardworking, you have to take tutorials, you have to go beyond the classroom. Everything can't be taught by your teacher or in the classroom. So as a student, you have to do many things on your own. So if you love a subject, even as a dancer, we do that. Everything is not taught to us by our teacher. She can't teach everything to us. She will give us certain lessons. How do we take it forward? So I have to read more. I have to watch more. I have to dance more. She gives me one lesson. I have to do it 100 times. So that lesson will give me so much in return. It will teach me so much, which the teacher also would not have taught. Okay. So if I have to put it in simple terms, tremendous focus, joy. It should not become a drudgery. You should enjoy your subject, and you should have the will to commit to it. Commitment from okay, any subject for that matter. Dance more so because it is a physical activity, and for that konjam sacrifices panano. Like my mother never allowed me to learn skating. Cycling is something I loved, so I somehow learned. So your playtime may get reduced koncham, yeah, but that will be compensated with the joy that you get from doing what you like.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, Sharika, am I pronouncing it correctly?
Yes, ma'am. I am Sharika from Titan School. Ma'am, do you have any inspiration person in dance, and why they are inspiration for you?
Do I have any inspiring people in dance? Oh, I have speed. Okay. First of all, my mother, Kamalini Dutt, she taught me Bharatanatyam, and till today she is my constant inspiration. She is a very spiritual person and she loves dance like madness. She is very inspiring. She lives dance 24/7, and she's a scholar. Guru Swapna Sundari, she has been a tremendous inspiration. The way she went and researched about this subject, and many senior dancers. And like I said, only one teacher can't give you everything. So many senior dancers, not only from Bharatanatyam field, but also from Kathak, from Odissi, different dance forms. Because if you must have seen many dance forms, all of them have some similarities. Also from people in theater, cinema, sports people, they're very, very inspiring how much they give themselves to their chosen profession. Anybody who lives his or her profession like a puja, like a madness, like a commitment, full-time commitment, they are inspiring for me. Spic Mickey is highly inspiring for me. There are volunteers who are working constantly to get artists. Now I'm doing this online session for the first time. And to connect like this format that they have now brought in, where you can go across the borders and connect. So creatively, they are also now finding methods of reaching as many people as possible. That's very inspirational because whatever said and done, children are all the time either they are in some classes or they are in some tutorials, or I don't know, they're so busy throughout the day. When do they have time for arts? So now that an organization like Speakmaking has taken it up as a mission, that's very inspirational for me. Nature, last point. Nature is very inspiring. As an artist, you have to connect to nature very deeply. From small, one tiny insect to one huge tree to one flower, or now it's raining, the sound of rain, all these forms of nature which are very, very beautiful are constantly inspiring an artist. We just have to keep looking, keep finding, and you'll find forces and mediums of inspiration in anywhere and everywhere.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yes, Sanman. The meaning in there, what's the meaning of your name?
Ma'am, it is a name of two gods, ma'am. So, Shanmukhar and another name for Muruga.
Okay. Choluma.
Yes, ma'am. How and where do you see yourself in another 5 or 10 years?
It's a very difficult question. Really. I used to do that in your age, but now I live more in the present moment, because Corona has taught us many lessons, and one of them being that a lot of planning, lot of 10 years, it's a huge time span. I really don't know. 10 years. I did see, I was living in Hyderabad when came here to Delhi just for 2 months. I never knew I'll never go back to Hyderabad. I had to shift after 2 years. How did I know? What will I do? In when I boarded the flight in 2020, I thought, okay, I'll go back to Hyderabad. I never knew. So, in today's age, where there's so many things happening all the time, to look ahead at 10 years from now and what I will be is very difficult. But so I focus on my present. What am I doing now? Is it relevant? And am I giving my best? I ask these two questions constantly. What am I doing now? Is it relevant? And does it give me happiness? And is it allowing me to be myself? If it is not relevant, something, don't do it. If it is not giving happiness, don't do it. So, future plan, of course, planning is required, but many people, they plan more and they live less in the present moment. So, what I have learned is that give the best you can do right now. Have short term goals. And like a snowball effect, it will definitely take you where you're supposed to be. Because what is in your control is your action. Yes. So keep your vision very clear as to what you want to do, and is it giving you any relevance or happiness. Rest, everything will be taken care of. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Harini.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what are your other interests?
What are my other interests? I love cinema. I love nature. I love books and traveling. Music, cinema, books, traveling, and nature. And all of them, I'll find some commonality between dance and those fields also. So it's this constant engagement: dance cinema, dance traveling, dance nature, dance music, dance and literature. It's always this dancer in me keeps influencing whatever other interests I have.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for interacting with our friends and clarifying their doubts. We indeed got an clarity what dance is. To deliver the vote of thanks to all dignities and the guests, let me invite Arya from Titan School.
Dancing is like dreaming with your feet. Namaskar and a very good evening. I, Arya from the Titan School, on behalf of Hosur Sahoria Schools, take this opportunity to put across today's vote of thanks. We express our heartfelt gratitude to Srimati Purva Dhanashree ji to have given us time out of your busy schedule. I should mention a deep meaning of appreciation for her explanation and for giving us insight into divinity of dance, which is the most prominent feature of Vilasininatyam. Guruji, your foray into Vilasininatyam elicits more effervescent joy. Guruji, you are a rare dancer committed to universal divine in all of us, expressed through your dance. Thank you for such insightful interaction and explanation of the dance and your journey. We all are indeed inspired. We would like to express our sincere thanks to SPICMAK team and all of its volunteers for the Rendezvous series, which provides exposure to a rich culture. Thank you. I must mention heartfelt gratitude to Ms. Srividya ji of the Dehradun chapter to have volunteered from SPICMAK. Thank you, ma'am. We are indeed grateful to the host institution, Hosur Public School, the management, the principal, teachers, and students for the welcome note and letting us know more about SPICMAK and about the honorable artist Srimati Purva Dhanashree ji. The interaction of the students with Guruji has indeed exposed us towards the wonderful classical performing tradition, Vilasininatyam. It has been an inspiring interaction, which there is a lot to take home. A big thank you. I would also like to express my deep sense of gratitude towards Maharishi Vidya Mandir School, the teachers and the students for your participation. I'd feel pleasure in thanking all the parents and participants for your fervent participation throughout the program. Thank you all for your participation. I am deeply grateful to our respected principal ma'am, Ms. Sajita Bharati, for having to provide us this opportunity to be a part of this Rendezvous series. Thank you for providing me this wonderful opportunity to extend our gratitude. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Here comes the end of the program. I thank you all on behalf of Hosur Public School for spending your valuable time to encourage young minds. Thank you all.
Thank you, Nayana. Thank you, Purva Dhanashree ma'am. You have really lovely explained in a very peaceful and our students' manner. Thank you very much, ma'am. It is our pleasure to host the program. This is our second year experience. We are always grateful to SpeakMake. Thank you for the technical team and Vidya ma'am, Uma ma'am, Purva Dhanashree ma'am. Thank you for your spending valuable time, ma'am. Thank you, my dear children. Without you, the program will not be success. So it's a very interaction session. Very good, children. Keep it up. Keep growing. Thank you, one and all present here. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Sabyasachi ji, thank you. Vidya Akka.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And thank you to the principals and teachers and the students who have joined. Our pranam to Vidushi Purva Dhanashree ma'am. Thank you.